Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. I'll be laughing at everyone who said XRP can't hit $10 to $20, says Korean certified Elliott Wave analyst. Okay guys, let's get into it. So, this is something that I thought I'd cover because one, it's just to tell you where people still think XRP can go long term, and also just to cover the current state of the market, because obviously there's been a little bit of turmoil going on, so I just thought I'd quickly address this. Now, I will just say this just quickly now, get it out on the table. I do my videos in advance, so I don't know where things are going to be by the time this video goes up. It could be that everything's recovered, but I'm just going to put it out there and we'll see what happens at that time. And so we've got this guy, I think it's X Global Force if I remember his name, and he's basically saying, hey, I'll be laughing at everyone who said XRP couldn't hit $10 to $20. So he's in the firm belief that he's going to hit, within those regions. Do I think that XRP can hit $10 to $20? Yes, absolutely. I think that's more than reasonable. Now, the question that we've got here, because this is what I found interesting when I went through the article, is that someone had said, hey, yeah, we all think it can hit that, but the question is when. And after that, he kind of put like a crying emoji as if to say, well, yeah, like that is the big question, isn't it? So I was a bit like, oh, okay, so it's a thing where he's saying that he thinks that this could take a long time. From what I gathered from the article, it seems like he's put like a timeline down for like 2026. Now, I was quite surprised to see that, simply because, like, if we are still in the bull run, and that's a discussion that I want to have in a moment, then, like, the all-season rally should be, realistically, it should be getting ready to hit its, like, final stages, right? So I would be expecting it to hit it this year. Now, look, things can change. Not everything's always going to work exactly the same way. So it could be that things are different this time, in the sense of the bull run gets extended for a longer period of time, or circumstances have it that there's a blow off top now and then there's a bigger blow off top later. Like, stuff like that has happened before in bull runs as well. So we can't always say it's going to happen identical to previous years, so you never know. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, if we're talking like these kind of numbers, I was thinking that was going to be more likely this year than next year. But the one thing that I respect about this is that he's clearly being honest, right? He's not just doing it for hype, because if that was the case, he'd be saying like, oh yeah, it's coming, next month or whatever, it's coming as soon as possible. He's clearly not doing that. So he's giving his honest thoughts. So I respect that. I do. And, yeah, like, to be real with you, $10 to $20, like, I think that's a very reasonable target. I don't know if it's going to hit it. I'm not saying that it will, but what I'm saying is, like, this isn't like pie in the sky numbers, this is not just coming out and saying, hey, it's going to hit $1,000. It's nothing like that. It's, very reasonable and very plausible within the bull run for it to hit those kind of numbers. So we'll see how it pans out. But the bigger question is right now is, is the bull run still in play after the whole global uncertainty due to Trump and his tariffs? And so I'll just have a quick conversation about this. Look, I'm here to be honest with you guys. I never just want to, like, pull the wool over your guys' eyes and like, try and make out like everything's fine when I don't know. The truth for me is that I don't really know. The analysts that I follow, they say that the bull run's still in play. Yeah, they're saying the bull run's still in play. Everything, is fine in that regard. But if you want my personal opinion about this whole global tariff war, like, we're in unprecedented times. We absolutely are. And to me, if you ever want to think of like what a black swan event could be, like, this is it. It really is, because we don't know how this is going to pan out right now, right? We don't know if it's going to go good or if it's going to go bad. If it goes good in the end, like, if there's like some kind of resolution that's made with Trump about the tariffs and the countries come together and do some negotiations, then cool, that it could work out and everything's fine. But we don't know if that's what's going to happen, right? We don't know for sure what the circumstances are going to be. Like, it could be that these countries band together and say, we're not going to support the US no more, and kind of go against the US. Or it could be that they, impose bigger tariffs as well on the US. And then there's this huge, global trade war that's going on. And, in all honesty, that's going to have a huge impact on the economy if that's the case, because the people who suffer are the working people, right? Because the tariffs are effectively, they're ultimately paid by the working people, because all they do is they up the prices of the products to cover the tariffs. So if this doesn't go well, do I think that this could cause global economic turmoil? Well, yeah, yeah, definitely. Like, there's already countries forecasting recessions off of the back of this news. So it's very possible that this couldn't go the way you would want it to go and, cause a lot of issues. Now, my hope would be that they can work it out and that they wouldn't want this global trade war, because at the end of the day, no one's going to win from this. No one's going to benefit. Like, if they just all put tariffs on each other, it's the working people who are going to be affected. And so it's just going to cause a lot of economic issues in the long term. So I'd like to think they wouldn't want this to happen, because I just can't see how it's going to be favorable for anybody. So that's my hope, but I don't know. Like, I can't speak for every, politician and what they want to do. Like, I don't know how they're going to respond to this right now. And so, yeah, like, is this something that could have a big impact on the economy as a whole and the markets? Well, yeah, like, we've already seen how much the markets have been spooked by this news. Now, look, I will say markets are always volatile when it comes to like big things, but this is a big thing. Like, this is what I would say is a black swan event, because, like I say, this could shape the future of the global economy. Like, this could really change different countries' economies for years to come. So this isn't like a minor thing. I'm not going to downplay this like it's something small. It's not. Now, I like to think that they'll come to a resolution, as I say, because no one benefits from this ultimately. But I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't think we'd see, the Russia-Ukraine war, but that happened. So, like, you can't say for sure how this is going to pan out. So, really, we are in uncertain times. So, all I say is this: if this is going to affect the whole bull run, and this doesn't go well, and then the markets just collapse and everything goes into, like, let's just say a bear market off of the back of this news, I'm going to be frustrated. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I would be very frustrated, because we've got so close to the bull run finale. For it to then be like snatched away from us at the last minute, like, it would be. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it wouldn't be nice. It wouldn't be nice at all. It would be very annoying. But if that is what should happen, look, as much as I don't like it, I guess I'm just going to have to wait longer. That's just my mentality. Like, I've said this to you guys numerous times. We don't get to pick when this happens. It happens when it happens. And so if this is what, the outcome is, then I don't like it. But yeah, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait until XRP does get to prices that I'm happy with to sell, and then I will sell. So yeah, I'm not going to sit here with you guys and just like pretend like, oh yeah, I'll be happy, I'll be fine. No, like, I'll be really annoyed, but I just understand that, like, this is how investing is at times. Things can happen with investments that can, knock it back and knock it down, and things that can knock it up as well. Like, right, like, we have to take the rough with the smooth. We had that huge jump up to $3. Now we may have something that like stagnates it for a little while, and it takes a little bit longer for it to get higher. I don't like it, but that's just what it is. So my thing that I would say is, like, just understand that this isn't like XRP specific. This is the market as a whole. This is going to be affecting everything. So at the end of the day, like, you haven't got to take this like it's about XRP alone, because it's not. This is something that's bigger than just XRP. And yeah, like, at the end of the day, it's just one of those things where it sucks, but this is just how the market goes. But as I say, like, my hope is that they'll figure it out, because from what I'm seeing, like, I'm not like economic expert or anything like that, but like, from what I'm seeing, like, there's no one who's going to benefit from this scenario. Not even America. Like, not even America will benefit from this if like the other countries just go into a global trade war. Like, everyone will lose out. So I would think in the end they would all just want cooler heads to prevail, and there'll just be negotiations, and then a lot of this will not seem as extreme as what it currently has been announced as. Do you know what I mean? Like, there'll be a lot of negotiations, and then it'll all get figured out. So that would be my hope, because I'm like you guys, man. I'm ready for this to happen. Like, I've been waiting years for this, so I'm ready for the profit. You know what I mean? I'm ready like you guys. So that's what I want. So I hope they can just get it figured out, but I'm not here to just pull the wool over your eyes. I'm just going to be completely honest. I don't know how this is going to pan out, but I'm not going to act like this is something minor. It's not. It's a big deal. But at the end of the day, fundamentally, XRP is strong. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose faith over XRP on this when it's got nothing to do with XRP, right? It's about tariffs and global economy. Like, that's completely different. So at the end of the day, I've lost no faith in XRP. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, I just hold until we get to the prices that I'm happy with. So that's my thoughts on this, So I don't know where it's going to go, but if you ask me my opinion, I'm just going to wait it out and see how it goes. But a lot of people are saying that this is something that will be figured out overall. Like, it's not going to be something that they'll want to, stick to. So that's what I'm also hoping for. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys updated, of course. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell. Take care.